morning, it's me, Nancy, today. I wonder, did you think you would see me today? I knew I would see you. Well, I was looking in my mirror again. This is all. I get so darn distracted by it. Oh dear, well that's better anyway, isn't it? Good morning. Okay, there we go. I did that. Oh, now what's next? I have all these ideas today. And I want to go down to my teepee, and I want to work on the... Oh, distracted again. Here we go. I think I have a cowlick right here, and it pushes my hair up. If I wet just that spot right there, it'll lay down. I don't have to wet everything, just that one spot. We won't look at that. I won't look. I want to do some things today. It's a really kind of dreary day. It's not very warm out. It's not very cold out. But I'm not going to worry about the weather. What is the weather that it should determine my mood? My mood, of all things. Willem lit the fire for me. Look at that. Hey, it's kind of not burning as brightly as it was. Mao doesn't care. He knows from whence the heat cometh. So, well, I was sitting on my bed, and I was looking at my door to the bathroom, and do you realize that the bathroom doors are 24 inches wide? 24 inches. I think I'm wider than that. No, can't be wider than that. I remember when I had a 27-inch waist. I don't think my kids would ever believe that now. That was when I had really been dieting, too. I mean, I was dieting and I was exercising. A 27-inch waist. Anyway, we won't go there. So the door is only 24 inches wide, and I was looking at the space beside the door on both sides. You know where this is going, don't you? You know me so well. Well, I think if I took off the trim, I could see the width of the door. I could see where those 2x4s are against which the frame is. And I have a new door, which is a 32-inch door. Notice the difference. No, 24 to 32. Is it that much difference? Yeah, anyway, the gap in between the two walls is 36 inches. I mean, between the two closets, the little hallway into the bathroom, it's 36, I think. So a 34-inch door should be okay, because you have another inch on each side with the framing of the door. And they have to be 2x4s against the walls, where the edges of the walls are. The corners of the walls would have 2x4s under the drywall. The drywall is about a ½ inch thick. And then, so that's where, you have to build it out past the drywall to put your frame there. There's not much room for trim. But how important is trim anyway? I mean, gee whiz. Jeepers creepers. So, anyway, I was looking at that, thinking about how I could do that. And I almost got up and pulled the frame off of the trim off the door. But don't worry, I'll take you with me when I do that. That may be a many long amounts of videos in doing that, though. I also saw a little piece of birch bark. It's a little one all rolled up, and I thought, I wonder what I could do with that. I bet I could make a little box. I could make a little basket. And I went to the kitchen, and I swept the floor. I did. I used my little Swiffer I got from the dump. The dump. And I thought about the other dump. There's another dump. Not the same one. It's not too far away. And it has a reuse center, too. It's not run by volunteers or anything. It's an old barn that's on the property. It's probably a drive shed. It's got big doors, but they've closed in the doors now. And the whole place, I remember once I was there and I lined all the books up on the 2x4s that were part of the wall. The cross pieces. I lined all the little pocket shelf books up, and I had organized the teacups, and I had displayed things, and I just went through there and did some stuff. Anyway, now I see that that little wall, there's tons of books there against that wall. And the other room, which was just big paper boxes, cardboard boxes, is now furniture. Couches and chairs and whatever. And there's a whole lot of stuff there. And I thought that was cool, and you maybe wanted to go and see that. But I didn't, I did go there one day, but then all my cameras were out of film. Can you imagine that? That's like having a photographic memory and no film. Yes, ma'am. Sir. Did you hear him whimper? Meow. 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 See all this stuff? This is what I am taking out of my... Oh, well, you want to come up? You want to come up here and sit by me so I can pet you? I started this. I should probably start a new video for that. But anyway, remember when I was making this Prussian diaper fabric? Well, I'm just tying off the top of it. Those were my back and forths to hold things in place. So I am sitting here knotting it. Do you know that in Dutch they pronounce the K? So Dutch people that try and speak English, they call it a knot instead of a knot. And look at, here we have a Mau kitty. You're aging. Look at all the gray in you. Are you getting old? How old are you anyway, Mau? How long have we had you? I wonder how old you are. Little Mau kitty. You need to trim your toenails. You can't destroy my body anymore. Got me yesterday, too. Teeth in there. And that was only because I touched him right underneath there. Right under his chest. So today I plan on having a very nice day. I said a prayer. I had a nice prayer while I sat on the edge of the bed. And so I want to go down to the teepee. I want to go for a walk. I want to go down there and I want to see if I can incorporate some willow and do some weaving up at the very top. There's a ladder down there which is not frozen in. I could stand it upright, and then when it does freeze in, it will be so much more solid. Unless it freezes in crooked. Somebody said that they were concerned about me down there. Was concerned that the teepee could fall on me. Think that they do not understand the structure of a teepee. A teepee is very well built. It is not falling down. There's a lot to it, and this configuration of the poles is such that it's not going to fall down. Now, it's possible that one pole could break if you put too much pressure on it. That's why I have carefully chosen the poles onto which my hammock goes. That's the truth. Oh, here we come. We're going to get close now. I'm going to get close. That's good. He's gotten used to not pawing at me. He just collapses on my side. He'll climb up on my arm and then he'll just collapse on my arm instead of paw me. Look, there's a little red squirrel. There's a little red squirrel chirping. He's chirping at the birds who are over there on the table full of sunflower seeds. Okay, well, so this is a new day. Did you not know that? This is a new day. It's not the same day as yesterday. Repent of everything from yesterday and you can start all over fresh. Then you have a new day and then you can be happy. And then you can get on with things. I like repenting. I really like being able to get rid of everything. Start over, be a better person. Can't believe all my ladders are frozen in. I saw some windows at the dump that I thought would be good on my teepee out here. I really need to take it all apart and take all my windows down and put them up again. They're not in very good condition, some of them. But we're not going to do that today because it reeks of effort. That is a summer job. And I might even enlist the help of somebody. Wouldn't that be nice? Mary Jane came over and she helped me put all my cupboards up in the kitchen that day, remember? But what I would like is to have somebody help me put all the windows up in my teepee. Kitchen is just a kitchen, but the teepee, well now, that's a real place. Okay, well, you better take care of yourself and we'll talk again. I'll keep you updated. Bye-bye. I better start uploading videos from my trip down to Georgia, or I'll never get past October. Oh, I'm on November now. I'm on 2nd of November. But if you look at my list of what I've uploaded already in February, you know, like I'm supposed to be doing my Q line, but I haven't been because I have this awesome iPad pod and I can just do whatever. But let me show you how many videos I have done in February. This is all out of the proper Q line. So what have been uploaded in February? Oops, go back. So what have we got here? So let's click on this one and we'll just go down. Okay. Where's my down button? 1, 2, 3, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 70, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 80, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 90, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 97 videos I have already uploaded in February, which were current. So my queue list is getting farther behind. I'm still uploading videos from Sandy, which was the 2nd of November. Oh well, we'll just plug on, and so you have these videos from Sandy and from my drive south. And today I guess we're uploading videos from being at Cherokee, North Carolina. It was amazing stuff in those stores. I went to all these shops there. Look at those toenails. Look at those toenails. I need your toenails clipping. Okay, well, let's get on with it. Talk to you later. And remember, be the sunshine on dreary days. You can do it. Make everybody smile. Bye. Hi, well I did it. I went down to the stream. I walked down. I used my red poles. You know, those are the Nordic walking sticks. And I walked down to the teepee. And then I hung out in the teepee. Oh, I took all 3 of these Robertson screwdrivers and found out that it was a star screwdriver, a Phillips, when I got there. Those boards. It was a shade I created one year because it was so hot sitting down there and I wanted some shade, so I just built something tall enough that it would give me some shade. Anyway, it's not necessary anymore, and it's curved. The boards are straight, but the boards are straight, but the poles are curved. Anyway, so I wanted to take it down. And I see that the ice down there is about that thick on above the stream. There's the layers above in the snowbank, in the bank, which is snow. There are layers of ice and snow, and so there's this huge layer of ice. Just put it back here so you can see how big it really is. A big thing of ice, and I think it covers the marsh. I'm not sure exactly, but I think it's up high and it's like that. Anyway, I need to soak some willow. It was really cold out there. It's only near freezing. I don't know exactly the temperature, but it was definitely cold. Cold. Too cold for me. Anyway, so I laid down on a piece of plastic and then I just listened to the quiet. Nothing was happening. No wind. You couldn't hear the stream from the teepee. And now I'm back. My back hurts now, so I have to lie down. But I'll be fine. And then I'm gonna, when I get warm, when my hands feel fine again, they hurt at the bones. Really cold out there. It's a terrible temperature. Anyway, I shouldn't say that. It's a temperature. A temperature is a temperature. It's not a fever. So, just that. Oh. Anyway, this thing is moving up there on the corner, and as it turns, it looks like it's bending, but I think it's just bent, and it's held by a little bit of cobweb or something. Anyway, very strange. I have to have a good look at it when I'm closer. Anyway, what was I saying? Probably something very important. Anyway, so I'm going to go do my pottery when my hands warm up. And I will bring you along. Yes, you will. And I should finish tying the knots in this thing, which is too far away. The phone is not too far away, though. I could phone for help. Phone for help, and they could get me that. Now, if I had my grasper, which I'm supposed to have, but it went up on the roof and it's now in the kitchen, I could reach it with that. And then there's the oranges that fell down behind Kitty. I think this is going to mean I'm going to have to get up. I could put it off for a while. See you later. Bye. Okay. So we're going to go find this thing for my pottery. Wow, it's warm out. The dampness has gone away. See, that's what happened my last time I fired my kiln. I killed it. Whose tracks are these anyway? And what has been happening in here? Hey, look, the water has disappeared. There's deep water here before. And I'm here for this thing over here. But you see, that is still under the water. Look at that. It's about a centimeter under, half an inch of water there. Ice. Ice, 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 ice. Okay. It worked. I got it up. But those are not up yet. But that's okay, because this is out, and this is what I wanted. I have to come and burn all that paper. Isn't that wonderful? I did it. I got what I wanted. I'm going to use my Dremel tool and see if I can cut that off. Cut those off sometime. Hey, I wonder if this is unthawed enough that I can take that in the house now. Hold everything. Ah, it's dripping right on my head. Drippity, drippity, drippity. Okay, won't worry about that now. It will only get better, won't it? Ha-ha! This is my wire for cutting my pottery. So, I got it! Yes! Hello, I'm so glad you're there. I have to tell you something. Well, I just watched Castle. I like Castle. We see it on ctv.ca. I watch it on the internet. But not Beckett, Castle. He's a novel writer. Anyway, it was very convoluted story. You know, it's a kidnapping, and it appears that it's a kidnapping. Well, it is a kidnapping of a daughter of a very wealthy Egyptian, and he's made lots of enemies, and anyway. So, but Castle's daughter is also with them, and they both get kidnapped. And everybody thinks, oh, well, she was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. But it turns out that Castle's father, who he never met, who was like a ship that passed in the night. Okay, so the father turns out to be a spy. And the enemy of the spy, who just broke out of jail, wants to bring out the spy and get him. And so in order to do that, he kidnaps Alexis, who is the granddaughter. Anyway, so nobody could figure out why Alexis was not released when the Egyptian girl was released, and blah, 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 blah. Anyway, and this transfer of people, and why this happened, and why did that happen, and who is... Anyway, it was very convoluted, and it was a 2-episode thing. And I thought I could see it on the internet, and I'm glad the second part was uploaded today instead of having to wait a week. But that's not really why. That's just background. So it's 12:12 p.m. Now, I don't usually watch television in the daytime. If I do watch it, I'm usually very busy checking on my videos and dealing with all of them and talking with all of you. But anyway, so this morning I got back from the teepee and I was cold and sore, and so I lay down here in front of the wood stove, which looks like it's kind of out. I know it's not really out, but it's kind of... Anyway, but I just finished watching that, and so now I have to get on with things. But it was such a good movie. You know, they're being held in... To me, it looks like they're the inside of a tractor trailer truck, the back of it, with the ribbing kind of walls. And they get out. Alexis borrows the bobby pin from the Egyptian girl, and she cracks the lock, and she gets out. And they run down. They found out they're in this office building. They run down the hall, and she finds that her own cell phone is on the desk. I guess it's the office where the people have got them held, or the bad people, whatever it is. So, then she hears somebody coming. She drops her phone. She had just Skyped her dad to tell him whatever. And they trace where the phone is. Turns out she runs down the hallway and she's the exit sign. She runs out and she's on the roof of a building, and there, instead of Manhattan, she sees the Eiffel Tower. That's where they end the first episode. So that was quite the turn of events. How do you kidnap 2 girls and get them out of a country and across Europe? So, you can't just planes, it turns out that they stole a private jet. They went to Brussels, and then for Brussels, they said that these 2 girls were heart donors or heart transplant patients or something. I don't remember. I don't know how they got... But anyway, they were checked out. I mean, surely they would tell that their hearts are fine. They don't need... But anyway, that was the ploy, and that's how they got them over to Paris. Anyway, it was very interesting. I do like these interesting things. Just have to be careful I don't let darkness into my house. And sometimes there's a lot of darkness going on. But it's the bang bang stuff. It's not the other stuff. Anyway, so that's that. And now it took me 4.5 minutes to tell you about that. And if you're anything like me, when my kids used to tell me about a good movie they'd seen, they would start at the very beginning of the movie. I guess this was a girl thing. I think it was my girls that would do this. They would start at the beginning of the movie and they would tell me the whole story. And I was good for about, 5 seconds, following right along. And then I would be looking at them because they're pretty girls, and I would stop thinking about the thing that they're telling me. Anyway. So I hope that I didn't bore you to death and you're still there. Are you still there? Look, Mel's still there. But I think he's getting tired of hearing me too, because look at his tail. He's wagging his tail. That was Mel, kitty. Okay, so now I have to get on with the rest of my day. I have all these other things that I'm going to do. Well, I have one thing I'm going to do. I'm going to do pottery. I have these 2 empty shelves. I moved all my pots over to those 2 shelves over there. Can you see them? See, if I look at you to see if you can see them, you're not looking at them. You're looking at me. How come you're always looking at me? There's my kitty cat. And over there, right there, are the 2 rows of pots. And I have lots of clay, and the clay is on, let's see, there's on the other side of the table, in front of the sunroom door, is a chair, and on that chair are lots of packages of clay that I reclaimed and wedged. So I'm going to take some of it into the other room, and I'm going to make pots. But you know what I think my problem is that I don't want to deal with such huge pieces. So what I should really do is take out my scale and my wire. The wire is in the teepee. It's on a thing like that. There's a wire that goes like this, so you put your clay there and then you pull it through the wire to cut it. But it's frozen to the table, so I can't put it in the sunroom. However, it's been melting. There's a lot of meltage out there, so maybe I can get it up off of the table now. Maybe it'll probably still be ice, but it might be softer ice. Might not be holding it so firmly. So maybe I could get up, but that would be the thing I need to do, is to get that wire. Whatever. Get that wire, bring it into the sunroom, take all this clay into the sunroom. But I can't have more in the sunroom than I'm going to use, because if it freezes, it'll wreck. The clay has to be re-wedged if it freezes. So perhaps I should just take in packages that are small enough. Should weigh them. I should have them all weigh the same. I think Joanne told me once how much clay she uses for one bowl. I could phone her and ask her. That would work. And I could have them all weigh exactly the right amount, and then they will all turn out to be the same. Perhaps if you have a little less clay, it will never be the right shape or size. It'll be a little smaller. And then when you trim it, of course, it even gets smaller. So that's the plan. Now that I finished watching Castle, that was a good show. That was a very good show. And Once Upon a Time is usually uploaded today. Let's just check and see if it's on here. Oh, look, I've turned it right off. Oh, my word. Oh, my fairy godmother. Okay, let's look over here under CTV. Enter. And we'll check out. Let's see. Want to look and see this? See, we'll go down here to shows, which is right here. And then we'll go over here to Once MNO. Once Upon a Time. See, it's CTV. It's our TV in Canada. Then, there he is, Rumpelstiltskin. And I've already watched that, Manhattan, and I've watched Tiny. So I have to wait for the next one. But they do put the newest one on Tuesday. We'll just have to wait and see. But I don't want to spend the whole day watching TV anyway. It's bad enough that I'm already eating chocolate chips. I mean, is that bad or what? I mean, how bad can it get? So, part of when I start a project and I'm kind of hesitant to start the project, you have to think about what it is about the project that's making you hesitant. And then small it down to that detail. So my detail in this case is that I do not have packages of clay that are all the right size. So then, before I can go in there and do that, I have my scale. I have to cut them all to size. Maybe I have to phone Joanne. I think I might need 1.5 pounds or 2 pounds. Maybe 1.5 pounds is for a mug. I know she told me, but where would I have written it down? I don't think it's in my journal. She might have said it on a video, but I have to go back and watch my videos. That's a lot of work. But I could do it. I can do difficult things. It's better than getting up. Look at that, 10:54, 55, 56, 57. Guess I gotta go. All right, well, blah, 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 blah. Hello, I'm taking my break from doing pottery. I'm reading your emails. And I'm putting all these movies from when I was at that cabin in the woods. Sorry. I'm putting them all into one playlist called Berkshires. I want to show you the snow. It's snowing again. Isn't that pretty? And my Willem is still here. Hi, Mal. Just wanted to let you see that snow because it's so pretty. And the fire. What could be better than lying on a couch, feet up over the edge. Nice comments. Cat, hey, stop that. Cat nearby. Who I hit. Animal abuse. Cat, snow outside, and a wood stove fire. Hey, Willem, you want to make hot chocolate? Oh. It was worth a try. It was worth a try. I'm going to show you what the effect of salt is on snow. It melts it. So we only have black ice when it is below the melting temperature of salt, which is, I think, 0 Fahrenheit or -20 Celsius. Below that, it won't melt, and so then you get black ice. I just thought that was interesting. Look at all the green salt they've put down here. Deer come out to eat this to get a nice lick of the road. Oops. Guess better get out of the road here. Isn't it gorgeous? I had to bring you down here. Okay, let's see if we can get over there without dropping you into the snow. Look at all this snow that has been tossed from the snowplow. Oh, it's so gorgeous. Isn't it wonderful? Such a beautiful place. We'll go over and see the stream before we lie down in our hammock. Should have turned the hammock over. Oh, isn't that interesting? Look at the snow on the water. This is heaven. I certainly hope we'll have snow in heaven. This is my other hammock on the other side. Can't get there from here. Oh, the snowman I could build. Yes, indeed. Look at how blue it is down in the holes. Just like icebergs. Or not icebergs. Glaciers. Okay, I'm gonna tip you over. Yes, we are, because this is the hammock we want today. Hey, you're almost packed, ready for a snowman. All right, bye. Look at this. This is my view. It's been snowing all day, but it's been melting too. Look at this. Snow is coming off of the roof. Can you see how deeply it's sagging under the trampoline too? Hello, it's me again. I laid down and had a nap. I slept for a long time, 2 hours I think. Right now it's just a little pile that's come off the roof. I should go for a walk, I guess, but how much snow is in the hammock there? All that snow ready for my snowman. I don't feel like it. I'd rather play with my kiln. I wonder if I have enough. I wonder if my kiln furniture is going to fit in here. I wonder what I have. Never used this before, you know. But it's all ready to go. Just have to get some furniture in there. Also between the layers. I haven't done anything in here with my soap yet. I slept. I did cut some meat and I made this awesome cream cheese ham ball. It's so good on my bread. I turned this on and I cooked it empty, hoping that it would burn off the It's the only way I could figure out to get it out of there. I'm not exactly sure why this happened, you know. Why it all broke like that. Remember when they used to say people were starving in China? Oh, you gotta eat that. People are starving in China. People aren't starving in China anymore. I don't think. Isn't that an amazing difference in our lifetime? Well, there we are. There you have it. Remember I said the snow would fall off? And look at that. It's all fallen off. What a mess. Look at that pile. It slides off the roof now. And what a mess it makes. I think I'll put the kettle on. Polly, put the kettle on. We all have tea. Suki, take it off. What was that? Meow! Kitty, kitty, kitty. Hey, Meow. There's a mouse in here. Kitty, 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 kitty. Meow. This is why you get to live here. Mal. Mal, were you not paying attention? Come hither. Mal, there's a mouse in here. You haven't been paying attention, have you? Kitty, a mouse. Mouse. Meow. Come find the mouse. Meow. That's what I said. We speak the same language now, you know. Oh, look at these. They're boom coming open. These are going to be the forsythia. I can't believe you can force forsythia. You can do it too. You can do this at home. Polly, put the kettle on. Polly, put the kettle on. We'll all have tea. Oh, I've already got one out. Suki, take it off again. Suki, take it off again. Suki, take it off again. They've all gone away. Polly, put the kettle on. Polly, put the kettle on. Polly, put the kettle on. We'll all have tea. Oh, those are my water things. Cold. Keep me from getting too cold. Where's that little package? It's all different now. Snow is still here. Was really on top of that today, wasn't it? Look at all this new snow that fell off the roof. All right, I'm not going to show you everything because I'm too lazy to go see everything myself. I think I'll just sit down here and weave. Go catch that mouse, Mau. There's a mouse in the kitchen. Interesting how I have them all together in the reed there. Oh, I know why that was. It was because when I closed it, it opened them up so far. They were breaking. I like the double pattern here. Down here it wasn't double. Was it double? I think I changed what I've been doing. I like this pattern. You're not supposed to change in the middle, I don't think. But I do, anyway. Well, I'm awake now. Hey, look, this is a white. A piece of white mop yarn. Didn't know it came in white, too. Ha! Love that stuff. Alright, goodbye. It's Nancy today. I just had to show you whatever it was I had to show you. I don't know what that was about. That's a nice picture. Got it at the dump, which is still open for 20 more minutes, but I don't know if I can get through. Okay, see ya. Well, hello. It's a new day. Yes, another new day. Just like yesterday. Yes, we got another one. Oh, look. I'm noticing in my mirror. Do you like my button cover? There's a rumor, which is probably not true. I Googled it, so the Googling must be right. But actually, I'm going to pretend the Googling is wrong. But they say that Queen Victoria invented ties, men's ties, to cover the buttons. So I now refer to it as Willem's button cover. Oh, Willem, I like your button cover. Nice button cover you have today. Willem, you don't have on a button cover. I can see your buttons. So look at this. This is my button cover. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that nice? You probably think it's on inside out, but I'm going to ignore that comment. It's just a nice button cover. It's like 2 ties, one on each side. You want to know how it came to be this way? Well, here we go. I have to tell you the story. Okay, so I often dress in layers, right? You've seen the video, how to dress in layers. If you haven't seen it, you've got to see it. Just type it in. It's a good one. It was one of my first. Mary was filming, and I was busy putting on mini layers, showing you how you do it. Anyway, so I dress in layers. And so I had on this pink blouse, I guess, and it wasn't warm enough, so I put this other red blouse, which has long sleeves, on top of it. And I wore it like that. But I don't like to wear the long sleeves on the top. I like to wear the long sleeves underneath. So when I took it off of the little stick up in the air kind of rack thing on the back of my door, when I took it off there, the two were together, and I thought that's perfect. But then when I looked at it, I realized that the pink one was going to be short sleeves on the inside. So I just turned it inside out and put it back on. Side 2. See, it's clean. The arms of this one are, they are evidence that I accomplished something. Oh, that's from today. That's from, I'm working on my soap. I'm cutting up fat to boil it down, but there's this lady coming tonight to fix our insurance. And so my kids always hate the smell of my house when I boil the fat down on the stove or the wood stove. But you know, it's 900 degrees on the top of the wood stove. I mean, that's good heat going to waste. I could go out and boil it in the teepee. But anyway, I guess I'll just save it up till tomorrow. I just been using my meat slicer to slice frozen whatever, and I probably should never upload it because you'd probably be scared. Everybody gets scared. They all think I'm going to hurt myself. And I might. But I probably won't. Used to be accident prone. You would understand that, wouldn't you? Somebody just commented on one of my videos, and he said that he tried to make a lamp once out of jelly beans by holding them together with glue, and he got grounded. He was little or young. I hope he took a picture of it. I was thinking, gee, how could you do that? Could drill a hole through all the center of the jelly beans and then put them on a metal rod, a very narrow metal rod. And then you could, that would be your stem. It'd have to be a hollow rod to be able to put your electrical cord through. However, I don't know that you could get an electrical cord through the center of jelly beans and a rod at the same time. Yes, indeed. This is definitely a project. I'll have to put it on my to-do list. I won't use glue. But it's a great idea, isn't it? A coat hanger would work. You could just put them, you could cover a coat hanger with jelly beans, and then you could hang it outside and the birds could come and eat it. Hey, speaking of the birds, it's time for the marshmallow tree to bloom. I think so. You know about marshmallow trees blooming, don't you? Well, first the little tiny marshmallows show up on the tips of the branches. And then in a couple weeks, bigger ones are on there. And then a little later, you can have great big ones on there. I mean, marshmallows do grow. And you can get the marshmallows at the grocery store. The Blue Jays love them. They get health food from the neighbors. You make me laugh. Oh my gosh, here I am all by myself in my living room. I'm a party all by myself, aren't I? Dial a party. Okay, well, you know why I called you? It's just to tell you that I am on my way to go for a walk. That's right. I am. I'm on my way to go for a walk. So that's it. Goodbye. Keep laughing. That's such an exciting, welcoming place, don't you think? Well, maybe not exciting, but peaceful. Sorry, I had to wave with him with the camera in my hand. Well, I shall go down there get in my hammock and talk to you later. Bye. I'm down at the stream. I've just finished building the snowman by the teepee. I'll try to link this video to that one, but this one is going to be in the queue. And it probably won't get uploaded for a long time. But I wanted to see, I'm going to show you, look at these tracks. See if we can zoom in on them a bit. It's not very bright, so I can't really see what I'm looking at. But the tracks go up from here up to there, and then they come back down across right there. And then if you look over here, you can see lots of tracks going into the water right there. The stream, as the temperature, well, it's only just freezing out here. So the stream doesn't have any more ice right on it, I guess. Maybe back a little bit. But I can almost see my bridge. It lost its... What was it I called my railing? It was there for moral support only. So I guess it fell over. Moral support just wasn't enough. It's hard to put things into the water. I don't know how you do that. Unless you make it very long and you fasten it on shore. That would be a good idea. I could do that. Next time. When it's summer again. There's my hammock over there. Alright, well that's all. I'm going to go back now. It's probably not all, but it's all I feel like showing you. Except my teepee, which I love. I guess it's like some people love their cardboard box against the side of the factory. Well, it might not look like much for a home, but I love it. There's no place like home. It's too bad I can't get up there and do so without that flag. Bye. Morning. It's me, Nancy, today. How's everything? I have made it out here to my hammock. I haven't been out here for many, many, many months. I don't think I've been out here since I've been back. I came back from Georgia in December, or January, I think. I should really tell you the sequence of things. This going back and forth to Georgia probably confuses many people and they never know where I am. Right now I'm at home. And today is March something. The 5th, I think. Tomorrow Daniel flies to China. And Ben is in Dubai with his wife. Abe's in school. Lida's going to sing on Thursday. And my mother's birthday is coming up. And so I want to go down for her birthday. So I'm in the process of putting things together. I have all this soap making ingredients on the counter. I don't know if I should stay and make the soap first or go down and make the soap when I get back. I don't plan to be there long. A week and a half, something like that. I have to be here more than I'm there. It wasn't right to be there more than I was here. And I have everything set up for her, so she has somebody that does everything but make her breakfast. So, I think she's alright. Anyway, but I'm going to go down, because you know how it is if you're alone and you're older. Well, I don't know if you know, but other people know. It's lonely. So, I am out here in my hammock, and I made the effort, and I walked through the deep snow. Don't know what you can see. My tracks. I came down from the house. Where's my house? It's up there somewhere. came out my bedroom door so that it wouldn't be very far to walk. And here I am with you. That's a good idea. So let me recap what's happened. I always start from September because I'm home all summer because it's just too hot down in Georgia. I went in one summer. Oh, I have to go part of this summer this year because there's our school anniversary or our reunion. So I should do that. But let me see now. So I was here in the summer and people came. It was great to have some of you show up. I love it. And then I went to Holland with Willem. It was our 25th wedding anniversary. So we went to Holland for the month of September and stayed with his mom, visited his relatives, and met some other ones of you, which was wonderful. I just loved that. I went to Belgium, met Carolyn. I just scratched myself with my fingernail. And then, let's see, I got back, and in October I went to Georgia. After Thanksgiving, I went down, and I stayed for Thanksgiving down there. I think, did I? Yeah, I must have. It was American Thanksgiving, and I stayed for American Thanksgiving. That's right, and we went over to Buster's. I'm about to get to that point where I'm uploading that. Of Buster's, he cooked the chicken the turkey in an upside down garbage can. It was amazing. Anyway, so I filmed that. I'll show you that in a few days. I'm on the October the 9th, I think, right now for uploading. Then I came back for Christmas. I came back in the middle of December, I think. And I went back down. I flew home for Christmas, and I flew back January the 7th. I only stayed there for 10 days, and then I realized that I really should be with my husband because it was a never-ending thing to be somebody's house, to be company for somebody. When is that over? When do you get tired of it? It was never, I'm such good company, she never got tired of me. I should be bad company, then she would get tired of me and want me to go away. Couldn't do that. Anyway, so I came back on the 17th of January, and it was so good to be home and have winter. Oh, I love winter. So I have still been home since the 17th of January. I drove home, and I came up 75, I guess, from Atlanta straight up to Detroit. And now it's March the 5th or 4th. And I'm still here. So I've been home since January 17th, February 17th. So about a month and a half I've been home. So I'm going to go back down there for her birthday and then come back. And I'm going to take my time getting there, stop for a few days. I think I'll go see Jen. Hi, Jen. I hope that's okay with you. I'll stay and visit Jen, and then I'll go down to Esther's, and then I'll go to Jill's, and then or Rosemary, and maybe Mary Ann's. I should probably take some cedar bark down to this lady. Anyway, I don't know if I have cedar bark that's good enough to take down, if I've used up most of my good stuff. Anyway, so I'm going to go down south, and I'll be there for Mom's birthday, and I'll stay for a week, and then I'll come home. I want to be home for April. April is the most wonderful month. There's no bugs, and it's warm, and it's sunny, and I like April a lot. I can go hang out in the marsh woods, and there's no bugs. Of course, now that there's a beaver dam, it might be all underwater and not worth it. But anyway, I keep missing April. I keep being in Georgia in April. I come back in May because it gets too hot there. So I gotta just go down for a little while and then come back. And we have spring thaw going on a little bit, I guess. It was -10 this weekend, and now it's +1 or something out there. So it's melting a little bit. 0 is the freezing point. +1 is warmer. -1 is colder. Just figure it out that way. Minus 10 bites your face. Plus 10, you still need the wood stove on. Plus 20 is when you have the, that's what you want your house to stay at, is 20 plus. Minus 20, it's really cold. It's really cold and it's coming in around the doors. But the cold, the damp cold, the kind that wrecks your bones, is only around 0. So minus 2, minus 1, 0, plus 2, all the way to plus 5 or 6 or 7 or 8. Just that, you know, like the 30 degrees and 40 degrees in those, that's really gets through your bones. But the rest of it, when it's colder than minus 2, it's nice. And then anyway, is that what you wanted to know? Did you want to know all that? Oh well. So I keep uploading. I'm trying to upload all these videos from my trip down last time. And now I'm at the point where I was down there in October, approaching Thanksgiving. I had, oh yes, that's right. I went down in October, and I didn't come back until Christmas, but I came part way back and met Willem at the temple in Palmyra. We stayed there for a couple days, and then I went back down. That's when I was swinging around through Ohio and missing Sandy. And so the videos now are when I have arrived in Georgia in November, early November. The 8th or 9th of November is where we're at today. All right, but I didn't make many videos when I was down there because there wasn't very many. It's hard when you're in somebody else's house. You know, you don't want to film their house. That's their private world. They don't want their house on film. They don't want to be on film. So I want to share some crafty stuff with you, but, you know, where do I draw the line? Anyway. So that is the situation at hand. Coming to you from the Situation Room, which is the hammock. I love my hammocks. I want to take a couple hammocks with me. I'd like to, I think I've given hammocks to everybody that wants a hammock. Maybe not. Marianne, did you get a hammock? Gave one to Rosemary. Gave them to Esther and Jen. Anyway, I thought I would take a hammock along and I would have a relaxing drive down there. As it's going to be warmer, I'll probably be able to be outside sometimes and put up my hammock at rest areas and relax. But there will be nothing as beautiful as this, close to the roadside. This is definitely heaven. Heaven's going to have to be pretty good to beat this. Okay, talk to you later. Coming to you today from the Situation Hammock. Bye. Well, hello, my dears. How is everybody? I've been over at Mira working on my rug. Shirley gave me some mop yarn, you know, the pink mop yarn and 2 shades of blue, a dark blue and a light blue. And so I have been using the light blue on the loom over there. And I have finished my 36 inches of rug. It's really nice. I made a few videos for you. They're on my black camera, so those will be in the queue line. I've been trying today to upload a video that I made underwater in Lake Chapman. It was really neat because I placed the camera on the little tripod and put it under the water near the fish, these little fish. And so I think I got pictures of the fish or a video of the fish. But it's a 15-minute long video and it's taking a long time to upload. So we'll see how that goes. And of course I had to cut it short because I brought my my laptop down to the teepee with me because I wanted to come down here with my laptop and relax and write in my journal. I'm very far behind on my journal. I don't know when I've written in it much. Definitely not on yesterday when I went to Ottawa for the day and saw Daniel and Abe. And then we went to the family home union at the chapel last night on the way home. I didn't write about that in my journal. None of that. And I didn't write about church on Sunday. I don't know if I wrote about Saturday. I've been getting quite delinquent with my journaling. I used to journal very good, very well. All the time. Every day, several times a day. Which was good for me because it kept my head in order. I could look back on my day. I could look back on what I had just done. And it could evoke feelings of accomplishment, or it could inspire me of things I've forgotten. It's a very good thing for me to do, to journal. And there's also the great additional thing of, I want to know what recipe I used for my soap. It's in my journal. Or I want to know what day I bought a new toaster. Well, it's in my journal. So I like having a journal there. So the date today is March the 5th. Daniel flies to China tomorrow. Wow. Quite exciting, eh? So I'm down here at the teepee. My snowman is looking good. It was quite yellow outside a little while ago. But the sun is set, and after the sun set, it has become noticeably colder. A chill is in the air. I think it was melting today a bit. It'll take a long time to melt this. You see, this is quite thick ice here. And out there, the snow is, well, I guess it's probably about a foot deep. Anyway, it usually takes the whole month of March to thaw, and by the first week of April, it's actually, the snow is all gone. But it takes a long time. I don't want to miss it. I don't want to miss the melting. I don't want to miss anything. This going to Georgia stuff kind of sucks. I love to see my mom. I love to be down there. But I miss everything when I'm gone. Don't get to see the season. I did come back on the 17th of January, so I have been having a nice winter. I love winter. Such a relaxing time for me. Spring brings with it lots of work to do. But work is okay. I like work. Anyway, so this is what I've been doing, is sitting down here writing in my journal with my laptop, which is on battery power, and my iPod, which I'm videoing with, is connected to my laptop because the power was dead. I was at Mira and I could have uploaded a video while I was there, but I think my power died. Or maybe it got uploaded. We'll see. I forget what that one was about. Something. It must have been very important. So today's Tuesday. And I feel like I'm doing just what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm right where I'm supposed to be. That's a good feeling. I'm going to go home and I'll make dinner. I took some sausages out. I made some bread today in the bread maker. But while I was doing it, I had to stop and grind some wheat. And then I added the rest of the wheat into the flour, into the bread, but I think I left a cup out. And so a while later, it was looking very wet. So I stopped it and added a cup of flour. And then I let it go on its merry way, and it was looking okay. And then about an hour later, or 2 hours later, I looked in and it hadn't risen, and I realized I had never added the yeast. Can you believe that? So I think I added too much salt because I didn't add the yeast. Or maybe not. But anyway, so I added the yeast. Well, that meant I had to incorporate it. And I unplugged the bread maker, hoping that I could redo it and reset it so the whole thing would start from the beginning. And so I just got in from Mira, and it was bulging up, and the lid of the bread maker was about 2 inches open, with the bread sticking way up, and 15 more minutes to go. So it was baking it. And it didn't feel that hot on the top. So I squished it back so it would close the lid. I punched down the very top. And I closed the lid. So hopefully, when I go up there, it will have actually cooked the bread. I think sometimes it's easier to just make bread. But this is pretty darn simple, you know. Stick all the ingredients in the bread maker. And I like that I use butter and egg and honey and home ground whole wheat. I like that. That's good bread. It's good for Willem. I don't eat it that much, but he does. And I used to just take the light flour around the edges and leave all the bran in the middle. I didn't used to use that. But I've been mixing it back together and using it. Just adding a little more yeast. And it seems to be working very well. It's making nice bread. It wasn't very high. It was about half full. The bread was short. And so I added half again as much of everything. So now it's 1.5 loaves, and it fills it up. It's perfect. I think it's great. So I'll have to rewrite the recipe so it says the right ingredients instead of always having to figure out 1.5. I mean, it's not hard to figure out 1.5, but it would be easier since we're using my own home ground wheat. It's been melting a bit today. It's great to be in here. I love it. So I guess I'll let you go, and I'll upload this when I get back to the house. So take care. Bye-bye. And coming to you from the Situation Room in Sedge Meadow Teepee. Dum-da-dum-dum, where the sun has set. But I have not set yet. Bye. Hello, it's me again. Well, this is an update. Today is the 6th of March, 2013, and it is 6 p.m. I had a wonderful day. I ran out of castor oil, so I had to go to the store and get some. They sell it in big containers like this for $20. The Palma Christi castor oil. It's really good for you. If anything hurts, any part of your body hurts, you make a hot pack out of this. You pour this onto a washcloth and put it in the microwave, and then put it on the part of your body that hurts, and it's amazing. It'll help it. Okay, so I got 2 bottles of castor oil. So I can continue to make soap. I did a lot of things today. I had a little list. At one point I better make a list, because if not, I'm going to forget what I've got to do. And then I will be, I'll come home without having done it. My car needed gas. Gas cost about $20 more here than it did in the United States, I think. Oh, I got to put these in water too. These are some little plants from the chiropractor. Not only do they need water, they also need soil. So I'll do that in a minute. Anyway, so I went to town. Let me see if I can remember where I went. I went to town, and I went through town, and I stopped at the cheap gas station, and I got gas. And then I went from there to the sunflowers, get sunflowers at the feed mill. So I got a big, huge bag, and I'm going to put it in my metal garbage can out in the woodshed. And I've got straps to close it so that the raccoons or the squirrels or whatever can't get into it and make holes all through the bag and ruin it all. And then I left there, and I went back into town. Oh, on the way there, I stopped at a flea market, and I got a set of, well, never mind. Anyway, so I went to the flea market, and then I went to the, get the sunflower seeds, and then I came back into town, and I went to the health food store, where I got the castor oil, and I also got a head of celery, and then, or whatever that's called, and then I went to the, trying trying to remember all these places. Went to lots of places. After the health food store, I went to the bargain shop. They didn't have, I was looking for polish and for stain remover, and they didn't have them. So I went to the bank, or no, before I went to the bank, I went to the First Choice, and I got my hair trimmed. Can you see? They took off 2 inches at the bottom because they were really ragged. They were from all that swimming in Georgia in the pool there. So it's not quite as long, but at least it's nice, and it won't continue to break up. Because once it starts to break, they'll continue to break further up. I think that's how it works anyway. So I got my hair trimmed, and then I went next door to the bank. I put my check in the bank, and then I went to the grocery store, and there I got a thing of broccoli, or maybe I got the broccoli at the health food store, and I got the celery there. And I got that's where I got the polish. And then I went to the chiropractor, got all fixed up. She says it's the PSOAS, the psoas muscle. That's the biggest problem. And then I went to where Elida works, and Elida was at work, and she's a waitress, so I was able to hang out and see her, and that was very nice. Talk to her. And then I went to a little car wash where you have to pay your $2 and you get out and you squirt your car with it. And so I did that. So my car looks pretty good. Got a lot of the salt off. I don't want the salt to eat it up. And then I went to the hardware store, to the lumber yard, and I did a video on my other camera of dumpster diving for my green straps for making baskets. And I got a whole bunch of them, maybe 6 long ones or something. Anyway, I got enough that I can make a basket. I want to make one of those ones that's tall and, you know, about that wide and about that long. And that's about, you know, that tall. You've seen my other one. It's my other one with the red straps on. So I want to make one of them with green, and I'll put a little bit of white with the green. I have some more white straps outside. And then I came home. And I had a wonderful time. It was really great to go to town and do all this stuff. The only trouble is that I had all this fun, but I was also spending money. It's the only downside of it, you know. So if I stay home, I don't spend any money. I don't spend gas. I don't have to buy any. But I needed the castor oil so I could make the soap. So that is my update. My happy little update. Oh, and I also went to the Dutch grocery store where I got some stroopwafel kind of cookies. And then I went to a crafts store and I got some needles that are self-threading. Have you ever seen self-threading needles? They have in the hole, you know, the hole in the top where you put your needle through. Well, like the top of my fingers, it's not quite together. So if you push the thread at the top of the fingers, there's a little crack there, and it'll go down into the thing, into the hole. And if you pull too hard when you're sewing with it, it'll come out. But it's so simple to put in. Uh-oh, things are happening here. So I guess I'm gonna have to go. Okay, bye. Hello, it's Nancy today. Well, I have moved my hammock. I moved it so it's not so high up off the ground. I'm not really interested in a fall. Though it shouldn't fall, but you never know. So we just got back from our friends. We went to dinner after church, or went to lunch after church. That was very nice. I wanted to show you how I trimmed up the hammock. I trimmed up all the, not the hammock, the places on the teepee where there was plastic that was burned. See, I made a pile over there of it. See how nice it looks now? I'm very pleased. There, now you can see it. And I can tell what I'm showing you too. So it's been melting for the weekend. Look at our snowman. Of course, I have my poles leaning against his head. Oh well. I wonder if you can tell how much the snow is going down. You really can't tell by looking at the field, but when you look at the road, the snow was almost level with the road, and now you have to drop down about a foot before you hit the snow when you're climbing down off the road down the bank. It's a very relaxing place down here, as you can see. A little bit of a breeze here blowing. It's nice to be down here with my Willem. I went for a walk. It's very important that I go for a walk every day. And the more I walk, the easier it'll be. Gotta get this body back in shape so I can use it all. I don't mean shape like dieting shape. I mean like, gotta get all the muscles working again. So I won't have any problems when I stand or walk or sit or run. I discovered I could run. I can run when I can't walk. Isn't that interesting? It doesn't put the same pressure on one hip at a time. I can run and it just is a moving body that's passing across the surface of the earth. Alright, that's all I wanted to tell you. Oops. You got anything to say, Willem?
Have a great day.
There you go. Have a great day. Have a good day. A smiley face. Okay, talk to you later. Well, hello. It's Nancy today. I was trying to upload a video. I did 3 videos so far this morning. One was in Danville about trying to find somebody. Another one was about being happy and changing your attitude. And another one was about Camp Carefree. And I'm at McDonald's and I tried to upload them and it was going to take 15 minutes, then it was going to take 47 minutes, and then it wouldn't upload it at all. So, just to let you know what's happening around my world, which is where I am driving south. I left Canada on Monday. Today is now Wednesday and I am wherever I am, somewhere near Greensboro. I think I crossed of Winston-Salem was one way, and I was in Danville, Virginia. So I'm somewhere south of Danville, Virginia, somewhere in the area of, I think one of the locations on the road might be toward Greensboro, but it keeps changing because it keeps telling me different places. So I'm going to upload this and see if it works. I still love you after all this time. I say that to Willem. I'll say, Willem, do you love me? He says, yes. Do you love me? And I'll say, yes, I still love you. And he'll say, in spite of everything, right? So, I still love you, in spite of everything. You just go and make somebody smile. Bye. You can make me smile. That would help. Bye. Well, this is Thomasville, North Carolina. I had to stop when I saw that mural. There's a spinning wheel, and there's somebody jumping through the past, I guess. And there's or he's holding the scriptures or something. And then there's a train or a person coming out on a dove. And the Indians planting their stuff, and then somebody making a chair. Well, and there's a farmer's market over here. Let's go back. We're going to go back and see this big chair.
Turn right on Wood Street, then turn right.
But we're not going to do that. So this is Thomasville. I think that's what it said. I have to check again. Getting the small houses of the South. Some are big. I mean, not all houses are small, but some of the... Oh, right, I'll shut my mouth now. I don't know what I'm talking about. People let me know that sometimes. Okay, Thomasville. Beautiful furniture, beautifully made. So this must be the plant, is it? The furniture plant? I don't know. I just saw a chair out there, and so now I'm thinking maybe something like that is here.
Turn left on Monroe Avenue, then turn left.
It's starting to be spring here. You can see a tulip tree blooming. Some of these trees have their little flowers on them.
Turn left on East Main Street, then turn left.
Is that the way I already went? Don't know. Let's go this way. Oh, there's another mural. Let's go this way and come back down and see the mural. Now, what's this? Is this the furniture place? Heritage. Drexel Heritage. Thomasville Furniture Industries Incorporated. Okay, so that's the new building. There's a tree in bloom. The Thomasville plant. Let's see.
Turn right on Julian Avenue.
This is not the same way I came in through town.
Keep right on Trinity Street.
I'm doing it all wrong according to her. Just can't win. Now what's this? The Church of God of Prophecy. The Thomasville Pipe Plant. Reminds me of Blartigan. Maybe those are the pipes.
Turn right on Liberty Drive.
Now we're back into the larger houses, I guess. The New Grace Baptist Church. Every church has a different name. So many churches, so many names.
Turn right on Conrad Street.
Well, I have no idea where I am. Do you know where you're going to?
Turn left on Swaim Drive,
Look, there's
then
another
turn
tree
left.
with leaves or flowers on it. Do you like the things that life is showing you? Where are you going to? Do you know? Can you guess what you're hoping for? When you look behind you, there's no open door. What are you hoping for? Do you know? Once we were standing still in time, laughed at the questions that have appeared in our mind. We knew how I loved you, my spirit was free. Laughed at the questions that you once asked of me.
Turn left on Turner Street.
Do you know where you're going to? Do you like to think life is showing you? Where are you going to? Do you know? Can you guess what you're hoping for when you look behind
Continue
you?
2.5 kilometers,
There's
then turn
no
right on East Holly
open
Hill Road.
door. What are you hoping for? Do you know? Emmanuel Baptist Church. Once we were standing still in time. Well, I don't think I'm ever going to get back to where I was before. This is the problem with going around the block. Oh, look, that's where I came from. I came from heaven a long time ago, so did you. Lived there and loved there with people, I know it is true. Then Heavenly Father created a beautiful plan, all about earth and eternal salvation of man. Father said he needed someone who had enough love to give his life so we all could return there above. There was another who sought for the honor divine. Jesus said, Fathers, send me and the honor, glory be thine. Iglesia Baptista. I was gonna go downtown and show you the murals downtown. You're getting quite the little tour around Thomasville or Thomas, whatever it is. Oh look, another church. What is this one? Carolina Memorial Baptist Church. Let all that you do be
In
done.
500 meters, turn right on East Holly Hill Road.
It's another church, Trinity United Baptist Methodist Church. It's good that people go to church. It's good that people love God. I like that. Makes me happy. I know they don't do it to make me happy, but it works. It works for me.
Turn right on East Holly Hill Road.
Okay, East Holly Hill Road, here we come. All those little red birdhouses hanging in the yard.
In 450 meters, turn left on Julian Avenue.
Yes, ma'am. I shall. I be good. 11 Acres Flea Market. Hey, are we near the flea market again? This is where we started out? This is where it all began?
Turn left on Julian Avenue.
Alrighty then. We will turn left on Julian Avenue. I don't think this is where we were before.
Continue 36 kilometers on Julian Avenue.
Well, Well, you got me out of the city, didn't you, newbie? Now we get to look at all the box stores instead of the murals in Town Hall. Well, it's probably reassuring to know that we still have box stores everywhere, so we can have familiar things, so that a few people can get very rich. Okay, so now I want to go sort of skewed off to straight, so I guess I'm supposed to be on this side. Dude, that was probably an illegal move. Now I can't upload this video. Oh dear. Goodbye. Have you seen enough? Goodbye. Well, good morning. I have missed you folks. I have, let me see, what's today anyway? Now where would it say that? Maybe on my GPS? It's 10:15. Maybe on my phone it says the date. Well, I know it's a day. Just like the last one. Wednesday, March 13th. Okay, now we're rocking. So, I'm in Danville, Virginia. This is what it looks like. Very pretty, eh? I was looking for a friend, but she has 4th stage cancer and she's often in the hospital in Tennessee, and they moved to Danville a while ago. And every time I was coming through, she was never actually in Danville. She was always in the hospital in Tennessee. So, I tried to find her last night. It's interesting how you find people now when they don't, there's no more, you can't just look people up in the phone book like you used to. That was the good old days. Now everybody's got mobile phones and there are no mobile phone books. We're very, not transient, what's the word? Maybe transient is the word. Anyway, we don't stay in one place very long. Everybody moves. That's why the phones are mobile. Anyway, so I looked her up on Facebook. From there, I tried to figure out who her husband was. And I realized that she had her 3 names. So her last name must have been her real name, and the name in the middle must have been her maiden name. Anyway, so then I went on White Pages and I put in her name, and it gives you names of related people or people that maybe live with them or something. And it gave me a street name and her name and her husband's name, or somebody with the last name, you know, like her 3rd name. I thought, aha, perhaps that's him. And I saw that there was a Danville road and there was a Tennessee road, and so I thought perhaps this is the right person. So I put in her husband's name and if that was her husband, right, and got the same sort of thing. So I typed in that road and I found that it was in this town. I drove over to that road and I drove up and down the road. And there's no names on mailboxes anymore. Man, oh man, oh man. And I have her phone number. I have 2 phone numbers. One is got a new owner to it who phoned me back and said that that's not her. And so I deleted that phone number off that was a Tennessee phone number. And then I've got another phone number which gets an answering machine that says it's not working or it's not a phone number anymore. Anyway, so I could have gone to use one of those IntelliX things on the White Pages. You pay your $25 or something, and then they'll give you the actual address. Anyway, but she might not be there anyway, so I didn't do that. So I drove up and down the road. I saw the kind of neighborhood, and I thought, yeah, it could be any of them. I don't know her. I've never met her. I know her lots from Facebook or from YouTube. And so I didn't find her. I thought, well, so I Facebooked her and I emailed her on YouTube, but I thought, well, maybe she'll answer that in the morning. So I got a room. I stayed overnight in Danville. No messages this morning in my YouTube. I mean, she could be messaging me now for all I know. So the moral of the story is, if you ever want me to stop by and see you on my many journeys up and down, you're going to have to give me your current phone number and your current address. If I have your address and I can't get a hold of you on the phone, at least I can go to your house and leave a note. Don't worry, I'm not a bad guy. I'm a good guy. I'm one of the good guys. I've heard bad guys say that. We're the good guys. Anyway, one thing about that. Okay, well, that's my morning. Sometimes it's just, it just is like that. All right, well, smile because you'll feel a lot better. Bye-bye. Good morning, it's Nancy today. Well, I have a thought. I have a lot of thoughts. Actually, I have so many thoughts. You know what somebody said to me? In fact, I have so many thoughts that I don't see the clutter in my house because my mind is so busy with all my ideas. With all these ideas, and so I walk past the messes and the clutter. I don't notice it because it's not that I am lazy and don't want to clean it. If I notice it, I want to clean it. Sometimes it's a little overwhelming and I don't want to clean it. I wonder what kind of bird that was. I wonder if that was a broad-tailed hawk. Anyway, now that was a starling. I know that, or a blackbird. That's a pretty nice little knoll. Look at that little knoll. Anyway, what I was saying. Ah, yes, a thought. Okay, well, somebody commented on one of my videos. It was probably about soap making or something, and they said it was a good video, but the problem was they couldn't pay attention. They kept getting distracted by all my clutter. So I should clean my house for them, so that they won't be distracted when they watch my videos. Now, wouldn't that be altruistic of me to clean my house for her? Anyway, I wrote back. Now, of course, mind you, I have had teenagers. I've raised lots of them. We have 5 kids. My husband has 4 more, so I interacted with his 4. I didn't raise them. And I definitely raised mine. And I can tell you that teenagers, if you weren't strong before you had teenagers, you're strong by the time they leave. And things, comments and insults, they roll off me. Especially from people I don't know on YouTube. That's fine. I just chalk it up to being insolent teenagers. I also took parenting classes 5 times because it was so difficult raising kids. And I had ADH kids, and I had girls, and I had boys. That's the kinds of varieties they come in. Anyway, so I took parenting courses 5 times, and I learned all the psychology talk. Well, and I also majored in psych, so I come by it honestly. But, so anyway, this lady wrote to me, and so I wrote back, because I don't go and hide and cry under my bed. I wrote back and I said, I don't see the clutter because my mind is so full of ideas. I never noticed the clutter. I'm sorry that you noticed the clutter. I guess your mind isn't full of ideas. How sad. I thought that was a good one, huh? Don't break your arm patting yourself on the back, Nancy. But in a way, what I said was really true. People that see the clutter, when I took Ritalin, I could see the clutter. I could see it all, and I was just driven to cleaning it up. And I didn't have any ideas. I had a few, a little bit. When I took Dexedrine for my ADHD, I had no ideas. My head was absolutely blank. I had nothing going on in there. And I thought, oh my gosh, where are all my ideas? if they're not in there, who's getting my ideas? They're just not coming to me. I gotta stop taking this. I need my ideas. I mean, my ideas drive me. My ideas are the source of my happiness. When I get an idea, it makes me feel great. Look at this pretty view. Danville area, North Carolina. I told my GPS I do not want to take the highways. And so, for the first time going back and forth, I am not on those highways. I mean, I go on those highways and then I get off of those highways to go visit people. So if you live near Danville, let me know, because I could come see you if I ever come over this way again. Unless you don't want me to. And that would be very understandable. Look at this pretty place. So today is March 13th. So I don't know if there's ever snow here. But there's no snow now. My cruise control. I love cruise control. That way I can move my legs around without having to always have them pressing one place. The only trouble is it does this shifting down, and I don't think that's that great for your transmission. I have to turn it off. And look at all the tops of the trees. They're kind of reddish. As well as the leaves, which are also reddish. Oh, I see buds on the trees. I see when the trees first open up, if you go and look at your trees, the first thing that opens up on a tree is a flower. Before the first leaves, it's a flower. Now they're very pronounced on a fruit tree. You see these beautiful white apple blossoms, and then the leaves come after that. The same with the forsythia. There's a flower and then a leaf comes out. But did you know that happens on your trees? I've watched my maple trees, and the first thing that comes out is a little pestle and stamen, and then a little bit of flower leaves come out. And then the leaves come out later and push that away. Look at how pretty this is. Okay, I have to turn this off or else I won't be able to upload it in one of my moments stopping beside McDonald's for my Wi-Fi moment and something to drink. Ta-ta! Keep smiling, somebody needs it. I have to show you this. I'm in Monroe, North Carolina. Look at this sign. It says William Henry Belk, 1862 to 1952. Merchant, philanthropist, and Presbyterian layman. Opened first store May 29th, 1888, 2 blocks east. And that's it over there. To the left of the flag. Belks. Did you know that? Did you know that's where Belks came from? I sure didn't. Monroe, North Carolina. Saw it here last. Bye. Well, hello. How's everybody? So tonight I am staying in a nice hotel that has a pool. So I went swimming. It's amazing. I haven't swum for a few weeks, 2 maybe 3 weeks, and I can tell the difference. My leg, which is almost frozen in place, right? It was getting pretty limber before, but it's now, it was almost seized right up, barely move at all. So I worked it and worked it and worked it and worked it and worked it. And the pool was like a hot bath. I'm not saying that. It's really a hot bath. The spa thing, you know, like the whirlpool, that was cold. Can you imagine? It was chilly. So I had a cold spa and then a hot swim. It was wonderful. Feels great. So now I have wet head. But that's just what happens. All right, well, I see that I have missed, because it's a good thing that I go online and plug in my location, because I missed somebody. I was right there in Monroe. I could have been visiting. Yes, instead of just feeling lonely and sorry for myself. That would have been so much better. And then, of course, I also missed somebody in Waxhaw, but I called her and she had an appointment today, so that wasn't going to work anyway. But, anyway, something's on this table. This is a very nice room. Want to see the room? There it is. Isn't that pretty? I brought my violin. Don't worry, I'm not going to make you listen to me. I brought my poles too, and my pillow. I like my own pillow. I have to read you this thing. This is the thing that is for the guests. I'll read it to you. It says, "Dear guest, due to the popularity of our guest amenities, our housekeeping department now offers these items for sale. Bath towel $15, hand towel $10, face cloth $5, blanket $30, pillow $20, bedspread $100. Each guest room attendant is responsible for maintaining the guest room items. Should you decide to take these articles from your room instead of obtaining them from the executive housekeeper, we will assume you approve a corresponding charge to your account. Thank you." Isn't that cool? Gone are the days when people used to just steal the towels. I guess people still steal towels. I don't know. I don't steal towels. Can you imagine if you stole a towel? Every single time you looked at that towel, you would think about where you got it and that you did that. And what are you going to do? Box it up and send it back? Send them some money? You're still going to have to see that towel forever. There's nothing worse than having to look at your sins right in the face and see, you know? Who wants that? It's not worth it. Buy a new one or something, but don't take that one. Anyway, there you are. I'm busy here. I'm Facebooking. I'm a busy person. Okay, see you later. Bye. Good morning. Well, it's 8 o'clock in the morning. I was going to sleep in. And then I was going to go visit somebody. I was going to have an awesome day, but I had this bad dream. And then I felt bad all night. I couldn't sleep. I felt like, what was I doing going to visit a friend? I have to go straight to my mother's. So I guess I'm going to leave soon. It's 8 o'clock in the morning, and I'm in Rock Hill in the Comfort Suite, which was a Wyndham, I guess, something hotel. I don't know why I'm telling you this. Just want somebody to know. Anyway, so I'm near Charlotte, so I'm gonna head straight south. Taking back roads takes me a long time. You know, I checked how far I went yesterday. From Danville to Charlotte. And I thought I drove a long time, made a lot of progress. I looked on Google Maps. It was a 2.5-hour drive. It took me I was driving forever, 6 hours or something like that. Or maybe at least I was on the road for that long. Sometimes I stopped, sick of driving. So I'm gonna head on. I'm gonna go. And I feel really bad because I was going to have an awesome day with my friend. So I'll have to do it in a couple weeks on my way home. I'm sorry, my friend. Okay, well, so this is the update, and I hope I can update again. Talk to you later. Bye. I think it's important that you follow the promptings. You know, if you feel that you should do something, you should do it. Even though it might mess up the plans, I think it's important to follow those promptings. Because you never know the whole picture. Okay, see ya.